You're listening to United Anime Kingdom.
Hello folks, Nesmokip here for the UAK podcast. Now this is a special episode, so it doesn't count as a regular episode, so there will in fact be an episode as usual on Monday. But this is just a little special for two movies that come out recently, which is the Owl No Exorcist movie and the Hunter x Hunter movie. I haven't seen the Owl No Exorcist movie, so we're going to go with that first, and my friends here will talk about that. We have the AG Corner, BDT87, and the Sly Dragon, so there you go guys.
Hiyo.
Good morning.
Alright, so, okay, I'll say what I think first. Alright, we haven't watched, I don't know, when was Owl No Exorcist airing? Was it 2011? I think it was. Yeah, and so I think the movie was good in that respect, but I get to see more, but the story was very dull. I didn't really kick into it like about half an hour in, it was really kind of bad because of that. But everything was done right, like the animation, the music, that was fantastic, you know, I couldn't really fault that, but the fact is that, you know, I want it to be enjoyable to watch it and like a good story. There wasn't even that much action in all fairness. Like, you could just feel it with all action and probably get away with it being a decent movie, but this one was like,
didn't have that shonen vibe to it.
It did have that shonen vibe though, because of like the bonds of friendship. Friendship's
sure, you got the
important.
bonds of friendship, but the action is normally
but
what gets everyone going, and they left that part out, which was quite a disappointment.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it just filled with action, but because nothing really happened, nothing was achieved in the movie. There was no sort of backstory. There was, you know, it's actually everyone. Actually
I agree with you, Jamie, because obviously we both watched it at the same time, and like you said, it started off really, really slow. I liked the start with the ghost string or whatever it was. Fair enough, not much action, but it's been a while since I watched Owl No Exorcist, and I really enjoyed it, even though it's not the best of movies. And I'm just going to repeat myself, like you just said. The animation was fantastic, brilliant job by A1 Pictures. Music, the score, like the series, everything was top notch. Just sadly, the story wasn't there until quite towards the end of the movie, where we both figured out what was going on because we had no idea how it was just going to pan out. And yeah, the most disappointing thing was the story, but other than that, I really did enjoy it. That's all I could say about it. Really, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing. It was just decent to watch, and if you've seen the series, I highly recommend it. I'll give it a 7.
So I think would you say a 7 out of 10? I would say, but yeah. But you, Tash, what do you think of it overall?
It was nice to see Owl No Exorcist after a long time. I think if it weren't for that, I would have been more harsh towards the film.
Yeah, I think same actually.
So I think this is like a good, at least, you know, it's there. I mean, something for fans to pick up after having seen Owl No Exorcist for a while. And as you guys already said, everything was good except the story, which is such a major and easy and simplistic thing to, you know, how could you screw that up? But overall, I'd say the film is just about good. You know, you can tolerate it, and it is definitely highly recommended. If you enjoyed Owl No Exorcist, then you will like this film nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't think we've more to say about it really.
It reminded me of Naruto Bonds for some reason. But the opposite effect. I really enjoyed Bonds at the start, and then I just disliked it towards the end. And I really liked the start of I didn't like the start of Owl No Exorcist, but I really liked the ending when the story kicked in. But obviously there wasn't much to it, and like we said, you know, without spoiling it, it makes like there was no point for this movie to exist in the first place. But yeah, it really depends on taste, and I guess. But I really enjoyed it.
I suppose it's better than having a complete remake of what the whole series is about, in my opinion.
Well, like a sort of a recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just liked
different.
how
I suppose,
awesome it
some,
was
I
to look
guess, I
at.
mean.
I really, praise A1 Pictures for I haven't seen much A1 Pictures. I don't think I've seen A1 Pictures films. This is probably my first one, and it did it. It was so much better than the series. Well, I think with the animation, it was just top quality, how a film should be, and I congratulate them for that. I really do like A1 for just making the film stand out.
I really do hope more companies follow in that path of animation, like improving it drastically from like when it was aired on TV. Because they
also
do
improve
that
it for movies. I mean, movies, they always take a step up. They always like go the extra mile because of the movie.
Yep,
But is that all you got to say for this?
I enjoyed
that
it.
Film? Was it okay? If you watched it right off the bat after Marathon and Exorcist, you'd probably be disappointed, to be honest. But it's it was everything was done right apart from the story. That's what I got to say for it, and the action went there. But next movie, I think you enjoyed more.
And I can comment on this one.
Say. I know you can, which is the Hunter x Hunter Phantom Rougue movie. Now we're not sure, because I heard this is meant to be alternate dimension sort of setting, but then again it could not be because it literally it fits in.
I believe the official story is it was based on an unused manuscript for the York New Arc that Togashi wrote, but then he went with something else. But yeah, like Jamie was saying, I there's probably something in there, but it feels like it could fit in, somewhere like already in the current timeline. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because like this is what Exorcist didn't have. It had like actually relevance to the story. Because I mean, not only on a say, it's not really spoilers, but it had the Krepika's backstory, and how they got slaughtered, and why he and how he escaped, and why he wasn't there. And it had the former fourth, and what happened to him, and that how he's still alive with Ahsoka and whatnot, and that was kind of cool. And we got to see all the Phantom Trope members, real or not.
No spoilers there,
because they're all puppets and
not really spoilers, really.
You see him, but it doesn't matter because I'm sure people watching this are watching it because they've seen either one of these movies. But yeah, I really loved the movie actually. It had great action and
except for one scene.
The TV series. Yeah, we I don't know if we're gonna reference to that, but we could leave it there if you want. I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel after this podcast. We want to leave you the link to the screenshot. But yeah, it was very derpy, and we all laughed out loud. And we watched it together, apart from Ben.
Norman. Yeah.
Yeah, you just couldn't wait. He was like, oh no, I was the one who couldn't wait,
but. Yeah,
it's a very good movie. I think it's just as good as the TV series.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, especially animation-wise. Actually, I never thought I'd see the day where Madhouse could produce something that actually puts their animation Hunter Hunted. You look at that and you think, wow.
If I had to step in for a moment, that's something I would like to say about while watching this. It just seemed like another episode for me. It just didn't seem like a movie. The animation, don't get me wrong, I love Madhouse animation, is top notch, but it didn't like go over the next barrier to say this is a film. It just seemed like an episode for me. But I'm not criticizing the movie because I enjoyed it, and I'll get more into that later. But the animation to me was just like an average episode. Nothing stood out for me, to be honest.
But
yeah, you could definitely tell the difference, but I think because the series is so consistently well animated anyway, it didn't pop out as much as say a One Piece movie would or something.
Especially backgrounds, it was just comparing.
Yeah, how can you prove something that is top notch anime in the first place?
I was expecting.
I was going to the movie expecting that sort of same animation. But
to be honest,
was better. I expected.
To be honest, when I was going into this, I just didn't want to be disappointed, and I wasn't disappointed, and I'm glad I didn't get disappointed. It was exactly like the series.
Maybe two.
But I wish there was some scenes which would be, stand out, saying, "Oh yeah, that is such a film," but it didn't hit. It didn't hit that point with me. It was just an average episode. It was all,
I don't know. I really like the ending bit.
I think my favourite piece of animation the whole thing was right at the beginning with Killua. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
One thing I was disappointed was the lack of spaghetti arms from Killua. Which isn't it? Well, to be fair, he only uses it for the first time in the Chimera Ant arc, but still.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he might not have known the ability, but I think got a little bit of every character there. Got a
Like, nice cameos,
Kite, Ging, and
Oh,
Biscuit.
I felt like I would have kind of enjoyed the film a heck of a lot more if I watched it straight after the York new arc, like with the whole Phantom Troop.
I don't
because
think you
of-
would though, because it's a flashback. You get that feel. Like I was getting them goosebumps because I haven't seen.
Yeah,
them in
like
ages, and I loved it.
you finally
I think-
see Kurapika and Leore getting some screen time
and like
outside
and
of playing
Toad.
baseball.
It's like, I mean, because I just think going back, I think that's what gives you the edge of these anime as well. Like both these movies is that you haven't seen it for a while, or that
Yeah.
arc, should I say? Because sometimes we've seen every week, but because we went back to it, it's
Yeah.
helpful, not helpful. It
Mhm.
makes the experience better because it's,
Oh, yeah.
you haven't seen it in a while. And
It's like I
going
can
back to
imagine it was a
gives you that
similar
feeling.
thing when One Piece Strong World came out, because you hadn't seen the rest of the crew in quite a long time, because it was the middle of Impel Down or something.
Yeah.
So, similar sort of feeling with this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't enjoy Stronghold that much, but I enjoyed.
Oh yeah, this was better than Strong World, but I personally
So-
like Strong
Yeah,
World.
It's probably like the best. This is probably the best in my books.
Yeah, I
best
thought you'd
anime
say that.
film to come out from
Ooh.
a TV series.
Yeah,
Ben, that's still canon
I
for you, isn't
never
it?
liked before I even watched Conan, I never would have said even Naruto, Bleach, One Piece is ever one of the best anime films ever for a TV series. I've yet to see that, but I really enjoyed Strong World. Don't get me
It
wrong,
is pretty
but, but when I hear people saying it's the best film for a series, or even a shonen series, or just a series in general, I'm like, nah. Have you seen
Yeah, it's not
Studio
that good.
Ghibli? Have you seen Akira? All that.
Have you seen?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Galaxy Time? That's a very one. But no, but like the Naruto movies, I watched the first 4, I believe, and they did not impress me. I thought I was watching it because it's a Naruto movie. But I was like a bit younger then, so I didn't really bother.
Back when you were young, fresh Naruto.
And French, yeah, that's about 3 years ago now, I think.
Mm.
4, I don't know. Around about 15, 14.
I mean, it
But,
felt like
yeah.
some of the films didn't really set the bar that high for
Yeah,
Hunter x
it's
Hunter,
just like-
so it's quite easy for Hunter x Hunter to
I
Yeah.
actually,
wow us there.
Yeah. I mean, if you just
Jamie
any
will
sort
be
of fight
shocked
from
of
Hunter
this,
x
but I
Hunter,
guess
it's really good.
I think Hunter x Hunter is like one of the best films from a series that I've seen. But with me, it's still Conan. But Hunter x Hunter, after I watched it today, it's definitely surpassed all the Naruto movies I have seen, and One Piece and Bleach as of yet. So
So could everyone agree that it's probably the best battle manga, battle anime adaptation from a TV series?
All right. Let me say this then. If you count it as a battle manga,
Figure it out.
no. I'm trying to think of the name. Was it Six
that
Family
was
Lost?
a good movie as well.
Nah, I did enjoy it a lot, but I didn't think it's not in books a really fantastic movie.
I need to watch it
like,
again. I've got the Blu-ray sitting here, and I haven't seen it all the way through yet. So.
No, that was my favourite out of the 2 Full Meadows, but
Mhm.
it was that was I wouldn't put it on par
Yeah.
with
I
this,
forgot
but,
that actually
I mean,
exists.
it was good. It's probably just my third. No, it's probably an equal with Film Z, I'd say,
Mhm.
for me.
Yeah,
But I couldn't really.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Final thing about it then is one of the things that did impress me with is that I thought there was going to be more repetition with the because I heard it was Togashi's sort of original idea for the Phantom Trope arc. I thought there'd be more repetition there, but there wasn't. So I was pleased with that really.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's much more entertaining. I think I've seen
Yeah.
from recently from any sort of shonen movie, and it doesn't really refer to anything. I mean, it does, but that's the thing. You can't go into this movie and not know about Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that
there was
was
that one
quite
tiny
funny.
bit at the
I didn't
beginning which
expect
tried
that
to
at
sum
all.
it all up.
That's for
Yeah.
that's for the parents.
Yeah.
That was for the parents when they
San-
went to see it in the cinema.
Hunterpedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, probably though. The people who read Hunter x Hunter
Throwback.
back in the day probably grew up, had kids, and then went to the cinema, and it still hasn't finished. And they're watching a retelling of the arc that they read when they were
yeah.
young. So yeah, but yeah. Anything else to say on that, guys? Because
I heard Togashi helped make the film, like whilst it was
Yeah,
being made.
Yes.
he helped make the film, but he didn't fucking, excuse my language, write the manga. You know,
He did draw that one scene, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking about. I thought
That map.
Actually, technically, he did, because the bit about Crapper's backstory. It's been adapted into manga, which Hideyoshi actually wrote.
Yeah,
so that counts as something, I guess, for him.
But like, whilst it was in the production process, he did help out in some.
No,
ways.
he helped out by drawing those houses.
He was working on it. There's rumors going after the movie
and
finished.
that one scene with Gon and Killua, he drew that probably.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Obviously
yeah. Even so, like, he did help out. But I mean, why can he use some of his time to help at least develop the manga? At least will give us a hint of like what's.
I don't know.
When he'll actually resume.
Togashi is
Like,
just Togashi.
I know, but like watching that film, we can see how much potential he has in a Phantom Trope and like everything. He set it all up for something great to happen, but nothing will happen yet. I mean, we just got to wait, and hopefully he will get back to it. I mean, it's all there, it's all set up. Like, as I was saying, I don't want him to like sort of rush writing. I think it still needs 100 or so chapters to go until it can properly have a good ending. I could end going longer than that, I think.
Yeah, no, there's a lot.
It still sells like really well as well.
Yeah, there's a lot that can be explored left in Hunter x Hunter, but we don't really want to get onto that now because.
Yeah, but I was saying like because of One Piece, I'm just using it as an anime because it's going on so long. But with One Piece, we don't know what there is to explore.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot been done to One Piece, and you know he could wrap it up at some point in the next year or so, but he won't do that. Whereas like Hunter x Hunter, we have always loose ends that we want to sort of get to.
Yeah.
I mean, he could do that in definitely less than 200 chapters. I mean, because I'll probably say it's because I really love Hunter x Hunter, but I don't really want it to finish so quickly.
Yeah.
So if he does.
Anyway, yeah. So, anything else you want to say about the movie, guys?
Definitely watch Hunter x Hunter movie
if you have to see one of them.
And if you like Leorio, he won't fail to disappoint. I mean, I thought he'd been knocked down throughout the whole film after getting that one hit, but he just kept coming back for some more beatings.
That was really good for me because Leorio is my favourite Hunter x Hunter character. So there you go.
And that's about Krapika. I mean, Krapika, I was expecting way more, but he played.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I know I keep saying one last thing. But one last thing, I really thought that was going to focus on Krapika more than it did.
But he kind of did in a way, but not really his own character.
There's just one last thing I want to bring up. What would you all rate this film out of 10?
9 out of 10.
10.
9.
Jamie, 10's not in this series.
But no, it wasn't 10. It was 10.
Anyway, going around, we can tell what Jamie's score is. So what's yours, Caleb's?
9.
Ben?
I rated it an 8 because I didn't know if it
Yeah,
should
10.
give it
8,
a 9.
10.
I gave
it
it
nowhere
8,
near
9.
10.
10. Oh, did you gave it 10 as well? Oh,
There you go. 9 is the most popular score, but
so it all rounds up. It averages out to be a 10.
all right, whatever you say, Jamie. Anyway, so that was it for the special episode of the United Anime Kingdom podcast. Tune back in on Monday when we will have a regular.
Well, hopefully this will be up before.
Yeah, hopefully. But
if it's not, then
if not in, then tune back in a few days ago.
No, because it could work because they don't know when we're recording this. We could have it for the next.
It's too late now. We told them.
Oh, don't matter. Whatever. Expect it to be on the day.
Yeah. Point is, guys, there will also be another episode which you probably haven't seen yet as well. So go check that out, or it will be out in a few days.
Or just check the back. Oh, by the way, I'll say this in the main one, but we've got MP3s, and it should be down below somewhere.
Yes, you can now. Can you subscribe to us on iTunes? Did we sort that out?
I believe so. A good old friend James Petford, shout out.
Yep.
To
You go check out the Astro Ignition
Ignition,
podcast, which
that's
features
it.
2 of the 4 people in here as well. Ben and Tashvin, that is. So if you want more of them, I don't know why you would, but
probably won't. Yeah. Exactly,
if you want more of them and our good friend James Petford, you can go check out the Astro Ignition podcast, which you should be able to find, I guess, down below because they're hosted on the same thing, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've got to ask him again. But anyways.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it'll be some sort of link to both.
Yeah.
If there's not.
Anyway, so that's about it, guys, and we'll see you all later. So.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.